Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. Today we have three nice games for you, all of them runouts. And we would have had two perfect games, but ended up messing up on the second game you'll see here. Just being careless. And then the very last game, I never did get a chance to run the other seven balls after they made the eight ball on the run out on the break. Actually, I think it was a dry break, but on the run out itself, as you'll see, because I got sidetracked. But that's okay, guys. We still have some nice footage for you. So I'll kind of walk you through the tougher shots and let you watch the game. We decided to take stripes first on this one. And it looks to me like these layout is pretty nice. Of course, I missed that stripe there, so now I switch over to the solids, and if you can tell here, there's a really good spread on the table, so the second player up for his run out would have had the advantage here, I think, because the first player up has to be so perfect and get around all these other balls, as we spoke about on other shows. But you see there the one-handed, I'm not a big fan of using the extension bridge. So sometimes in the interest of just quickly getting through a shot, I'll do the one hand, kind of a poke at the ball as I did there. Now here I don't want to scratch, but the cut angle was enough to where the cue was going to hit the rail first, so I was okay. And now it's about these three balls and then the eight ball. So you just want to meticulously take them out here. Like I say, try and find the natural progression of the ball, which is going to come off at a 30 degree to the left here. And it's about pacing. You don't want to hit it too hard or else you'll be squared up on the ball and you'll have to bank it. Push this down the rail. Cue ball is going to come off once again naturally. And as you guys play more pool, you're going to find that once you find the line of the cue ball, it's going to make the game so much easier. You just have to make sure to make the shot, but you can calculate where the cue ball is going to go based on the rules that are in place, like the 30 degree cut angle rule, where the cue ball comes off at a 30 degree, or if you do the stun on certain angles, you'll come off the ball at a 90 degree. And then you just use your left to right spin and top and bottom English, or backspin and draw and follow, and you can cut angles more by doing that. So guys, these are all things you can work on as you go. Now keep in mind, you're not going to be an extremely good shot overnight. It takes a lot of practice, but with perseverance and dedication, I think you guys can get there. Maybe not a pro level, but close, as long as you stick to all the stuff. And you have to do your fundamentals perfectly though, and you'll make 5 shots in a row perfect, and then you'll miss, and you're like, how did I miss? Well, it's probably because you didn't hit the cue ball dead center and you put spin on the cue, and that spins your ball off of its line, your object ball, and you miss. So you really need to make sure, and especially on these smaller, like pro-size pocket tables, even though this is a 7-foot diamond, the pockets themselves are small. And I'm telling you, if you let your guard down or you lose concentration for a mere second or millisecond, really, you'll miss. And it's so frustrating. But back to the game here. What we want to do is take the easier balls first, as long as you can get the cue back on the other ones. I'm not a big fan of combos, but sometimes you have to do a combo like you did there. So here, guys, we want to take this rail shot, and the cue ball you're going to see come back off the table into the middle perfectly. And this is where it gets tough. If you see by the 8 ball down at the bottom where the foot string is, just to the right, there's an orange 5 ball. I need to figure out how to get back to this. And what I was going to do is do some draw, but I was like, no, I'm going to go off the top with some follow. Because I wanted to make sure to be on, from our perspective, the left side of the table as I am here, so I could get on that 5. This shot was extremely difficult, guys, but the cue ball worked in my favor by bumping that 8 closer, So I celebrate and make the 8. Just like that, guys. That's all you gotta do sometimes. Obviously, the closer the object ball to the main pocket is, the easier it's gonna be. And then one of our favorite words here is pacing. That's what it comes down to, is the pace of the cue ball. So this game I could have ran these other balls out without missing as well, but sometimes after I put everything into the run out, I get a little bit, lose my train of thought, or I don't give the shot the respect it deserves. And plus I took the harder shots too. I could have did this totally different, but I was trying to go for some flair and I missed that shot. So as you see here, I take the aggression out on that 9 ball and miss that one too. And I say, forget it, it's over. That's just part of it. A lot of people say, take all of your emotions and bottle them up and don't show them. I say, you know what, we're emotional creatures, and if I'm going to get angry about a shot, I'm going to get angry about a shot. And there's nothing anybody can say or do about it. I hate compartmentalizing things. I like to let them out so that way they don't just stay inside of you, So, because once the game's over, you can recollect, like we do here. And this game's really cool. This is the one where I didn't finish, but we got the run out here. And it was a dry break. So player 2 steps up to his turn here and has an attempt at a perfect game, type 2. Which I strongly believe I would have got. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here too much, guys. Let's start by making this combo with the stripe into the side. And I pushed that 9 a little further than what I liked, but it's okay because it's off the rail and it's not bunched with those balls in the bottom left-hand corner. Take that stripe I just did out. Now here, guys, is interesting. If I can put a little bit of a draw on this one, it's naturally going to come off to the left as it does there. Bump that 9 just a touch. And I had an option of taking these balls that are in the middle of the table, but I was like, you know what, let's get that 9 out. We can put a little stop shot or a little bit of draw just to slow down that direction on the cue, and I'll still have the same shot pretty much on these other 2 balls. And really, the tough one is going to be the 13 ball. How we're going to get to that. And so it's looking like I'm going to have to do a bank to get that 13 ball. But first, let's take this 15 and put it in the side pocket and leave the cue just a little follow so we can get a good angle on our bank here. It's not going to be your traditional bank. This is going to be a kick bank, because if I banked it like normal, it's going to hit one of those solids. So I have to get that cue ball behind, as I do here, and leave myself perfect for the 8 ball. And then, of course, the people in the background watching wanted to congratulate me on that kick bank, and I told them, yeah, I was almost surprised myself there too, and dropped that 8 ball. Now, the people that were in the league wanted to play, and so I told them, you can have this as soon as I run these out. But then I got sidetracked and never did get back to it while the camera was still recording. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.